am so upset right now, you have no idea. 2 weeks later, I'm still in agony. I call in again. I wait 2 weeks and I call in again, thinking, oh, I'm a baby, or this is normal. Is this normal? What's normal, right? Mm-hmm. Again, I needed some guidance.
Do you give me permission to record and share this video? You came here, arrived here today voluntarily. You weren't forced to come here today.
No.
And then you weren't paid to lie, exaggerate, or leave out any portions of your personal story. And
I'm very passionate about this because it's such a need, and it was such a stress and a struggle that I went through that was so unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. The type of surgery I was having was a total knee replacement. And I felt even that alone was very challenging in selecting a doctor, to decide who was going to be ultimately your surgeon to guide you through having a joint replacement, which is a lot bigger than what I thought it was, what I presumed it to be. There were so many questions I had, and especially following the surgery, and things I thought I should have known or should know or didn't know. All of that came to surface. Mm-hmm. After I had my surgery. I had a lot more questions, and not everything is in a booklet that they hand you. It's lengthy and you have to read it, and when you're struggling with something, opening up a booklet and going through lots of pages isn't always ideal, right? I recall the doctor coming in and telling me, pointing his finger in my face and said, you should have done this knee a long time ago. It was really bad. And I am in and out of it because you're waking up, and my sister said, what are you about to give her? Because I was having a lot of pain. And she said, I'm going to give her morphine. And my sister said, oh, I wouldn't do that. She's going to get sick. And so they went ahead and gave it to me, and immediately I was really violently ill. So that was disturbing to me. Why wasn't she listening to her? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. She did not listen to her, and I got violently ill and could not take morphine. I can't. No one checks on you afterwards except this one home health care person. Mm-hmm. The office is not calling to see how you're doing. There's not staff at the surgeon's office checking on you or whatever.
What about the hospital?
No. No. My son came to pick me up, and it was a very quick conversation with my family about what to do with me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And after the 2 days, it really starts getting worse. It doesn't start getting better. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The block's worn off. You're having to move. You're having to get up and down by yourself or with family helping you, and it's difficult. I got so much wrong information, and I was so unhappy about that I wasn't explained. I had never had a joint replaced. I had never had this amount of pain, So I didn't know. I didn't understand how critical it was to take that pain medication. But I didn't find there was all the proper information even out there on Google that you needed to have. So while we all think Google's everything, it's not. It's really not. You're getting my husband, my daughter, my son, my mom, all involved in helping me, but they felt helpless. They didn't know what to do because they weren't told anything. So when I was experiencing anything, they were just kind of standing there not really knowing what to do. So did I get the right information or the best information? No, it could have been much easier. Absolutely. Yes. Do I need to elaborate? Very dissatisfied. Extremely helpful. Easier guide to have this all lined out this way than to receive a thick booklet, with lots of words. So visual is always better as well.
Of course.
Right? We all like to use our phone app. This is very accessible. And even while you're rehabilitating yourself in your home, this is very easy to do.
Mhm.
For a patient to do this, it's easy for your family member to look at this
Mhm.
and be a part of it. So I think that this would have been, as far as my experience would have been, I would have loved to have had this. Absolutely,
Okay.
definitely.